Okay, how you guys doing? You guys, welcome. Happy broadcasting flashback Friday. Okay, I know I'm looking whatever because I just woke up and stuff. You know, haven't trimmed up my beard, haven't done any of that kind of stuff, but it's okay. Welcome to Flashback Friday, broadcasting Flashback Friday. I'm a little tired. I actually been up since about let's see what time it is right now. I think it's after 3 o'clock. I know that 4 o'clock. Okay, it's 4:02. So I've been up since about 2 o'clock, and I got a lot of things to talk to you guys about this morning. But we wanted to first of all say happy broadcasting flashback Friday. Okay, today is the what's today? The 19th of April, 2024. We'll use this as our first flashback camera here. This is a Sony. You guys can see the label there. This is a Sony. I'm actually using two cameras to film this on because sometimes you need backup. So I'm using an old camera from 2000, I believe it's 2009, 2010, Sanyo Exacti. You guys don't know about that. Sanyo, not Sony. I'm using a Sanyo Exacti camera, and I'm of course using my DJ pocket camera as well. So we're trying to see which one of these cameras we're going to be using, that we're going to be posting the video. We're probably going to be using the Sanyo. I want to show you guys the Sanyo. So this is the Sanyo. I'm right in front of the Sanyo, and now I'll put it in front of the pocket, and there's the pocket. Here's the Sanyo. So this is a video camera. You notice it has a long cord, and the cord's actually hooked into the VCR. I'm not going to pull the VCR out, but it's a portable VCR. It's a Sony VCR. I pulled it up before. And this is what, this is actually from 1978, I believe. Yep, 1978 is the date. Now, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. 1978. And this camera, I didn't have in 1978. I wish I would have had it in 1978, but I didn't have this one. I actually had like an RCA camera because I started doing videos around 1978. I think I had an RCA camera, or Fune, which was from the Technicolor system. I think it might have been Technicolor, but it was Fune was, I think, branded the name. But this is a Sony, very, very, very rare, very rare. Now I have older Sony cameras. I like this one because it's kind of heavy too, to be honest with you, but it's kind of cool. You know, especially when you put it on a tripod. I have it on a tripod system with the VCR that goes with it, from 1978, and it was a beta, not beta cam. It was this beta, I think, back in the day. So this actually matches the VCR. I have it on a tripod. I just took it off. I actually built it into I got a Pelican case with a light stand, and then the VCR is mounted on there because it's too heavy. And then I put this camera on here. Now we're going to convert this to HD. We are going to convert this to HD without destroying it. That's the thing about it. So I'm working on a system right now to convert this to HD. And what I'm going to really do, though, to keep it real, all I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those HD action cameras, which is Sony makes an action camera. I've got like 3 of those, and we're going to attach it on here somewhere, probably on the other side, the opposite side somewhere. And this is going to be my HD camera. Okay, so this is part of Flashback Friday. I wanted to show some old cameras, and I'm not going to show a whole lot of cameras, but I just want to show a couple. The Sanyo Exacti camera that we're using right now, like I said, from 2010. This used to be my favorite camera. This is the this is the 1010. This is the HD 1000, the VPC HP, not HP. Sanyo Exacti VPC HP 1010. This is the 1010, and I have several of these. The one we're shooting right now on, surprisingly, is one that I got from the Goodwill. I actually got this from the Goodwill. Came from Goodwill. Keeping it real. Goodwill. And you can still use old technology. Like I say, these things pop open, boom. You got a little screen. I think this one works. Should come on. Okay, maybe it's not coming on. But anyway, this one actually works. And I got a couple other ones in here. Let's see. This is my HD 1000. This is the 1000. This is the original one that I started off with back in the day. I used to love this. I used to carry it around in a gun holster, believe it or not. I used to have it in a gun holster that I got at the gun show. When I was working at Mandalay Bay, they had a gun show, and I bought a gun holster, and it was crazy. And I just had this in my gun holster hooked on my tool belt because I was a technician. So when I was working as a technician, this was one of my tools to record the rooms. I record the rooms I set up and things like that. So it's kind of cool. This is the HD 1000. This is my original camera, not from that time, because during that time, a lot of people want to know about my history. I used to gamble back in those days. And when I used to gamble, I used to take this camera to the pawn shop and get money for it. This camera used to cost me a lot of money back in the day. Yeah, I bought this camera at Fry's Electronics, the largest electronics store in the world, where your best buys is guaranteed at Fry's. And I bought it. It was very pricey. I actually had a friend that worked there. His name was Felipe. Felipe, if you ever see this video, I don't know if you still work there. No, you don't work there anymore because Fry's don't exist. But Felipe was one of my best friends that worked there, and he bought the camera for me using his associate purchase price. They call it the AP. I said, man, let me get the AP, man. Let me get the AP, man. So he sold it to me, and he got it for his employee purchasing price of, I hate to say it, it was around $700 back then. And it was a little over 700 something. I forgot what it was. And it was actually more. It would have been 800. So this was my baby back then. This is the H, and I was making pretty good money back then. Like I said, I was a technician. So I was buying cameras and equipment and computers and gambling. I don't gamble anymore. I don't gamble anymore. So I'm making this video to let people know. I had some people tell me and want to know why I don't gamble anymore. Well, one of the reasons was I used to pawn my stuff all the time. I pawned my camera, and when I pawned my camera, I didn't get it back. So this is not the original one. The one that I pawned in the box, brand new, I never got it back. So I found one later on at the thrift store for like 50, 60 bucks. Here it is. And I'm happy. Sanyo Exacti HD 1000. That's just a part of Flashback. Oh, it came on now. Lights up blue when it comes on. I don't know if you guys can see that. Got a little light showing on here. But it lights up blue. Got a nice screen. 2.5, it actually talks. You can actually hear it. Very good camera. Okay. So this shot is shot HD. It said 1920 by 1080 full HD. I think this was 1080i. It wasn't 1080p. I don't think back then. It might have been, but it doesn't matter because we're shooting with it right now. So I'm shooting with the same thing, the same type of camera right now, but it's the HD 2000. Yeah, it's more upgraded. So this one was, I think 1080i. I'm not sure. You guys do the research on it, but like I said, a lot of money, $700 back in the day, and now you can get it for what, $50, $60, something like that. Got this off of a thrift store. Came in this little bag right here. Comes in this little bag right here, and also has a docking station. This is the docking station right here. If you guys are ever interested, and you just pop it in the docking station like that, and in the back of the docking station, you've got your HDMI, you've got your composite component output, you've got your 5-volt input, and everything else. Very, very cool camera. Okay, enough of that. I put that one down, and I reach into my bag here. This is my Sanyo Exacti bag. Since we're talking about Flashback Friday, we're gonna talk about Sanyo. This is a tribute to Sanyo. This is actually, we call it Happy Birthday to Sanyo today. Okay, Happy Birthday to Sanyo. I made a video a couple days ago, but it didn't come out, so we'll do it today. Happy Birthday to Sanyo. Here's another one. This is the HD. This is HD 1010. You can call it the 1010 or the 1010. And just to show you that I'm not, I'll show you that I do have two of them, as you can see. And you can see the stickers are a little bit different on the sides. So this is the 1000. This is the 1010. Okay. Now when I reach back in my bag, oh, I ain't reaching in my bag. I already pulled it out. Got so many different ones. Okay. This is the 1010. This is the 1010. And this is the 1000. Okay, you see that I have 3 of these. Okay, I'm a collector. Okay, I'm a broadcaster collector for the museum. This is part of the museum. This is HD, the 1000, and 2 of the 1010s, or the 1010. which had higher resolution, and blah 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 blah. Do the research, and then now I'm shooting on the 2000. Just recently got the 2000 for like 50 bucks or something like that, and I'm like very, very happy with that. So I'm keeping it real, like I said, as a collector. So I have this bag right here. It's got like 3 layers in there, and what I do is I put all 3 cameras in the bag here, and could be considered to be my broadcasting bag. And as you can see, all 3 cameras will fit in there. Can you see that? You can't really see that. Got the flap in between, but 3 cameras can fit in there. And not only can 3 cameras fit in there, I can put this other one in there when I'm done as well. Put it in a little bag, put it on top, call it a day. But we're not going to stop there. So we open this bag up. This is what the bag looks like, okay? Got this from the thrift store too. ShopGoodwill.com. I tell you guys about that all the time. And speaking of that, don't hate, don't wait, donate. Once again, that's why I don't gamble anymore. Because I learned that you can live on a budget. You know, you don't have to live the same way that, you know, the more you make, the more money you make, the more you spend. The more you spend, the more you want. Desires. We're going to talk about all that in a minute. But here's another camera. This was the GC. Let me try to get it right here. This is also Sanyo. Look at that. Ain't that cool? It's got the little cap on there. Pop it off. Pop it off. It works. I had to do a little work to get these things working. As you can see, it works. And they all talk. It says, please set the date and time and stuff. We're not going to do all that. But I had to charge it up. It took me a little while to charge it up because I had to charge it up with another camera that I had. I forgot how I charged it up. Anyway, this was another one that came out, and these were a little cheaper. I think these were like 299 bucks at the time. And then later on, you could probably get them for maybe 100 bucks or something like that. I got the same thing for like maybe $30. Okay, Sanyo Exacti shoots in full HD, more portable camera. The reason I like these other ones is because they have the microphones. They have the microphone input, which we're not even using right now. Okay, so don't get all hyped on that. You got to have one with a microphone. As long as you're close enough to your cameras and things like that, the microphone I'm sure will pick up. Hopefully. So I don't have a microphone on today. I usually have a clip-on microphone. No microphone. Sanyo Exacti. So I just showed you 4 of these just now. So that's 4 of them that are in this bag. And we're still going, and I still have more. That's why this bag is so big. Okay. So once again, when you're a collector, I got another docking station in here. I got 2 docking stations so far. But sometimes when you buy these cameras from the thrift store, you don't get the docking station. So I have 2 docking stations. Okay. I got 2 out of 4. I don't have all 4 docking stations. But when you buy this stuff from the thrift store or you buy from eBay or whatever, you know, you get bits and pieces. And I didn't buy all this at one time. I got these at different times, different years. Here's another Sanyo Exacti. Okay. Happy birthday to Sanyo today. Once again, I took the battery out of this one. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I took the battery out of this one. This one actually didn't work when I first got it. I took the battery out of the other one and found I could charge it in another camera. It was weird. But this is another Sanyo Exacti, and it also shoots in HD. It doesn't say full. It does say full HD. Full HD. No battery. Very light. Small camcorder. These things are still good. People just don't know. That's why I'm making this video. Flashback Friday. That's one. Okay. So then we're not done. We're not done. Where's the other one at? Another one in here. Those are the cables. Just bear with me. Oh, okay. I put it on the side here. I was trying to look. I think I'm not going to keep it on the side there. I need to put it in there. This is really cool. This is also a Sanyo Exacti. I forgot what year this came. I think this came out a little later because see they're getting smaller, more compact, and this was actually probably a little cheaper too. Okay, I don't know the price. Maybe like $149. $149. You probably find these now for 30 bucks or something like that. I seen one of these the other day on eBay. This is pretty cool. Does this thing still work? Let's turn it on and see. Yeah. Well, the battery on this one is bad. So what I did, I actually put the battery in here, and I was able to charge this one through a USB because this one this came out around the same time the flip cameras came out, and it has the USB flip up thing right there. You just slide it out, slide it in. So this is competing with the flip camera. And back in the day, I didn't really like the flip. This one I think has more features than the flip, and it has dual stereo microphones and things like that. It's cool, HD. You guys can see it a little bit. But what does it say actually? It says USB full HD 1920 by 1080, 10 megapixels. Wow, 3x optical. So this one, when you put the battery in it, the lens actually pops out and everything. We should do that. So all three of these cameras that are small here, they all take the same battery, which I just found out a couple days ago. Okay, I got all these at different times, different years, and I said, you know what? I want to get these things working, because sometimes I don't test them out right away. Sometimes I do. So we know that this battery in this one was working. So I'm gonna pop it out. Okay. Once again, happy birthday to Sanyo. You don't hear about Sanyo anymore. I remember back in the day, we used to have these big old giant Sanyo projectors that we used to set up at Mandalay Bay. Yeah, you guys remember that if you guys watch this video. My technicians, they know who I'm talking about. I was trained to set up those projectors, and it was big, about that big. And we had to set them up in the meeting rooms and things like that. And we also used them for the main events and things. So Sanyo was a big name at one time. I don't know the complete history. You guys look it up. I'll probably find some more history on Sanyo today. Maybe give you guys some Sanyo videos on these cameras and things like that. Since today is Flashback Friday, and we're gonna donate some of this date today to Sanyo. Happy birthday, Sanyo! Happy birthday, Sanyo! Okay. Now see the little slant that says Sanyo on there, you guys. If you guys can't see it, it says Sanyo. Okay, I'm not making this up. So I'm gonna take the battery out. I'm trying to figure out how to put this battery in this camera. Hang on. Okay, there it is. No? Yeah. Okay. That battery's dead. This is the battery actually. That's the battery. So the battery is dead. I think one of the batteries would not charge. And I use this camera to charge all the batteries because it wouldn't charge any other cameras for some reason. And when I got the camera, I said, oh man, the camera not working. I tried to plug it in a 5-volt battery, 5-volt charger, and it wouldn't charge any other cameras, but it would charge in this one because it had the USB. So I just take this USB, I stuck it in my laptop the other day, and it started charging. I said, okay. So then I finally stuck it into a brick, and it finally charged. So this is like a cool camera to have. Turn it on. It should come on now. Yep. See the lens? The lens came out.
Store to the internal memory. Please set the date.
And it talks. These cameras talked back then. So turn it off. See the lens retracted. We'll do it again. Okay.
Store to the internal memory. Please set the date.
Okay, it's talking about the internal memory, and please set the date. So this baby works. This shoots HD, full HD, with a retractable lens. This is cool. Very small, and put in your pocket. You're ready to go. Flashback Friday. Just wanted to show Sanyo. Happy birthday, Sanyo, today. And once again, we'll say happy birthday to Sony too, because I like Sony. And I just want to say, just look at this. Look at the technology. We went from this, and this is one of my small ones. I got my other one from 1974. It's huge. And this is black and white. This doesn't shoot in color. You notice it doesn't have any color symbols on the side. This shoots in black and white. This came out in 1978. And this thing was very expensive. I don't know the price. You guys do the research on that. But it was very expensive to have this. And you had to have a VCR. And the VCR that typically probably went with this was the reel-to-reel type VCR. The CVC 2000 or something like that. This is the CVC. What is this one? This is the AVC 3450. The AVC 3450. You look for this camera. It's very, very rare. It's a very, very rare. Hard to find. Look, I got chrome on the bottom. This is nice. You don't see cameras like that no more. Got chrome all on the bottom. Plasticky, of course. Got your microphone right here. Your built-in microphone. And yeah, Flashback Friday. You don't see anything like this now. I'm going to tell you about this. It's got some writing on the side here. I don't know if you guys can make it out. Look at the writing on the side here. And I'm going to read it to you. You probably can't make it out, but it was from an elementary school. It's from an elementary school. It says Hellgate Elementary School, District 4, Route 2, and Minnesota. Is that how you say it? Minnesota. I don't know, but that's where it came from. The zip code is 59801. This came from an elementary school. So imagine they were using this in elementary school back in 1978 to film whatever they were filming. You know, I don't know. The lens actually looks pretty good. Look at the lens. The lens looks good. And the lens, you unscrew it and everything. I don't know. I don't know what to say. 1978. This is what they were using in elementary school. 1978. I was in junior high, getting ready to go to high school. I remember that. So I would have loved to have this camera, believe me. And then you got to carry around a big old long cord and the VCR to go with it, a reel-to-reel VCR, and you're shooting in black and white. Okay, enough of that history. My oldest Sony camera, 1965. Yeah, 1965. I showed you guys that camera in one of my previous videos. If you want to go back and look at it, I think it was some Bro Life 1 or Bro Life 32 or something like that. And it shows that camera. That was from 1965. Okay, so that's a tribute to Sony. I have a lot of Sony cameras, and I enjoy them. I got lots of old cameras like this right here. This old Keystone camera right here, Electric Eye Keystone. This is cool. Flashback Friday. Just showing you that I do have other cameras that are vintage. But lately, I've been looking at a lot of DV cameras that are really cool. And I do have a collection of DV cameras too, but we're not going to go into all the DV cameras. These were the mini DV cameras that came out like in the 2000s. This one was a really cool camera made by Samsung. And it's got, once again, your flip out screen. Cool. Got some issues with this one right now, but you had two lenses. You got two lenses on here. This lens actually comes out. It's not working right now, but the lens actually protrudes out, comes out, has a optical 4.3 megapixel digital camera. I forgot what year this came out. This is like 2000, maybe 2005 or something like that when this thing came out. You guys look it up. It's pretty cool. And it's got two cameras on here. You can take pictures and you can shoot video at the same time or whatever, I believe. And I was going to give you guys the model number on this thing, but the model number is called the Digicam SCD6040. Okay, small print, so really hard to read, but my eyes are pretty good. You know, I can see pretty good, believe it or not, as much as I look at the computers and everything. Two lenses once again. It's called the Digicam. Okay, so I've been interested in a lot of mini DV cameras lately. I've been picking up a couple here and there. You know, sometimes you get them for like $7.99, $8.99, $20, you know, $10.99, whatever. And I'll pick them up at shopgoodwill.com. You have to bid on them now. That's what's the weird part about it. I mean, sometimes they have buy now prices where you can buy them for $5.99, and sometimes you have to bid on them. Here's another interesting little JVC. Same thing, mini DV. My lighting changes because it reflects it. Okay, mini DV JVC. It's pretty nice. It came with all the accessories. This one's like brand new. I'm really tripping out on this. It was like brand new. I got this like a couple days ago, and actually works pretty good. It actually works. Sometimes the tape mechanisms on the mini DV cameras, they don't always work. But another trick to using these cameras is they usually have a composite output, which is RCA, and you can plug in a cable and you can plug it into something else or a different type of recorder, and you can make it into a tapeless system. Okay, that's just a little pointer out there. I'm going to show you guys one more. You guys just bear with me for a minute. One more camera. I always say one more, but I got so many I want to show you guys, and I can't show you everything in one day. But I like this one though. It's just like my little decoration cameras. This is a mini DVD camera. Okay, Hitachi. Okay, Hitachi. Well, I'm thinking about that Martin episode when Martin got the TV and he was going Hitachi. Okay, you don't hear this name very often. This one also has your flip out screen. I forgot what year this thing came out. I think it might have been 2003, 2005, or something like that. I had all the years written down on these cameras, but this is pretty cool the way it looks. It's got like a two-tone color here. Okay, I like this camera. I touch it. Look how small it is. It's very small still. You know, to be a DVD camera, the DVD is on this side, I believe. I'm not going to open it up because I think it has something on the DVD, and I think it actually still, I know it still works. I turned it on a couple days ago, and it started letting me record. I was recording onto DVD, so that's pretty fun. You don't record on DVD anymore. Hitachi. Okay, so I've got a couple of Sony, they call them handycams. I've got several Sony's handycams, and they're also DVD. I think I got 2 of those, and I got a couple other. I got a lot of Sony handycams, the older ones, all the way back to 1985. I think that's my earliest one. Okay, so enough of that. Enough of Flashback Friday. I think I've showed you guys a bunch of cameras. We'll show you one more because I just have to. Oh, man, Kodak. This is a Kodak camera that's very, very old. I forgot what year. Might have been the 60s. And it's very, very cool. You wind it up, of course, and you flip up this right here, and you look through this right here, and it makes a lot of noise. And I was not able to do it until I pressed the button. I don't know why I did that. I might have pressed the button. Maybe I got it on automatic. Okay, there's a button here. But you would look through here like this, and then you press the button and start filming. Okay, whatever. This is back from like I said, the 1960s. My dad, he used to use these kind of type of cameras back in the day, and you would film, and you might film for a couple minutes. You only get like 3 minutes of film in these mugs. But this is Kodak. I forgot what this is called. This is like one of the more expensive ones. This camera was a Cine something. I forgot what this one was called. But anyway, that's enough of that. One more. This is a very, very heavy unit, and it says DeVry on the side. DeVry Institute of Technology. A little dusty there. Dust it off. DeVry Institute of Technology. That's the school that I went to for electronics in Arizona. So I decided to get this camera. This camera's in really good shape. It's got the texture around it and everything, whatever. This is pretty old too. Like I said, probably from the 60s. Got a strap on. The strap is still good. This part flips up somehow. This part flips up like that. And then you're able to look into it like that. And DeVry Institute of Technology. I got this camera because I was like, I went to DeVry, so hey, I didn't know they made DeVry cameras. I don't know if DeVry has anything to do with this camera. I looked up the history on it a while back, but it's in good shape, very good shape. And I probably paid like $10 for it or something like that when I got it. So, just wanted to show that. Of course, I would say one more. This is the last one. This is the heaviest one that I got. This is also a Kodak Cine camera. They call it the Cine Kodak Special 2 camera. I forgot what year this one was. Probably 1930s or something like that, I think. This is one of my most heavy cameras I got. It's got a strap here, but the strap seemed like it would not hold this camera, but I don't know. That's enough. Enough of that. Flashback Friday. So anyway, I'm tired now. I wanted to tell you guys, once again, happy birthday to Sanyo. Sanyo Exactly. You guys see my little Sanyo collection. That's what I am right now. I'm a collector. A lot of people want to know, Tony, well, what are you doing? We're going to talk about what I'm doing. First of all, I'm an IHSS worker. Okay, so I work for, I guess, what, the state of California. People want to know where am I living at right now. I live in California. I live in Sacramento, California. I got a bunch of videos of people asking me, are you still in Vegas? Do you still gamble anymore? No, I don't gamble anymore. No, I don't live in Vegas anymore. Maybe one of these days I'm going to return back to Vegas. We don't know. But right now I'm currently in Sacramento, and I stay with my my dad. and I take care of my dad as an IHS worker. I'm able to help him, and we help each other in a way. He allows me to stay here, and I'm at the same time helping him with bills, and we're trying to maintain. Now, am I working? People want to know, am I working? Tony, are you working? Yeah, we say, go get a job, do this, do that. Yeah, I am working. But I'm going to tell you guys, still donate, because it helps out on me giving you guys information, projects, the whole 9 yards. Am I working full time? This is the thing. Am I working full time? No, I'm not working full time. Am I working full time? Let's say that again. No, I'm not working full time. Do I have a full time job? No, I do not have a full time job. My health issues deal with me having a full time job. If I were to work a full time job right now, I may not even be alive. Okay, the old Tony Mcdew, Tony from Cali, when I used to work do the trade shows and do all the big events and the fights. And I did everything. PBR, the rodeos, everything in Vegas. I had a lot of fun doing those shows, but it was a lot of work. But it took a toll on my body. You know, I had back pains and all kinds of stuff. And do I get any, what do you call it, compensation for that? No. Do I get Social Security or anything like that? No. So, I don't have a pension plan. I don't have any of that type of stuff that a lot of people have, which is great. And I just put my trust in the Lord. That's where I am right now. I put my trust in the Lord. The Lord has taken me from one place to the other. There was a point where I was homeless. I didn't have a place to stay, a roof over my head and a bed. I call that a roof over my head and a bed. I didn't have that. I didn't have a lot of things that I have now. And yeah, I'm able to maintain, but I put my trust in the Lord. That's my main thing. That's why I'm up so early this morning. I've been praying. I've been up early. Holy Spirit been dealing with me and telling me that I need to put this message out there. I need to put this video out there. Let everybody know that it's not just about what you have or what you're trying to achieve or what your accomplishments. And that's great that you've done a bunch of things in your life. You know, you can talk about that and encourage people. But my goal is not even to encourage people in that area of prosperity. I'm not trying to tell people, hey, go out and get this and go get this and get that and do this and do this. I'm going to tell you my message is completely different. It's completely opposite. It's like, get right with the Lord. That's my message. Get right with the Lord, because we are in our last days, whether you want to believe it or not. I cover the news on my broadcasting show, which is World Broadcast News. You guys know about that. Bro Life, I tell you about things that's happening with myself as well. This is more of a Bro Life episode, but I tell you about the news too. I tell you about the news. I usually post the news a lot. I don't talk about it, but I post it, and I may tell you about some stories that are have happened. So that's where I am right now. Do I work full time? We're going to go back to that. My full time job, I probably do. I think I do about 28 hours a week. Okay, 28 hours a week. Is that right? Or 2 weeks? I'm sorry. 28 hours for 2 weeks. I'm keeping it real. So yeah, that's what my hours are. Not a whole lot. So that's why I tell you guys, if you can donate, you can help out, great. You know, we've had things happen here. Rent increase. Our rent just got increased. It's very tough. My dad, he's on a fixed income. Once again, I'm a part-time worker. I'm not a full-time worker, so I'm a part-time worker. So it's very rough, you know. But we help each other out. And then, like I said, you know, when I'm doing projects and I get these little, you know, cheap cameras, I might get a camera for $5, $10, $7, whatever, $20. You know, it helps out when people want to donate and help me on the projects. I do have a project right now that I'm currently working towards. We're going to talk about that. It's going to be called the Cybro Broadcasting Computer System. It's going to be an old Radio Shack, Tandy Radio Shack TRS 80 color computer. I found one on eBay, so I'm going to ask you guys once again if you can help me out on that. We want to get that, and we want to set it up I want to build another computer inside of it. I have a bunch of computers and stuff. That's no problem. I don't know whether it be Apple or PC, but I want to build a computer inside of it. And we want to kind of restore it in a way where it's silver. The computer's silver. I like it. It's just going to be a part of a collection of silver cameras that I have. I have a bunch of silver, and we're going to call these cyber cameras, okay? Because they're all silver. The Cybertruck, okay? Cyber cameras. So I just want to have some fun with that. So I have some plans for that. TRS 80 color computer. We're going to build another computer into it, so it'll be used for editing and everything else. But it'll just be real cool. It'll be like a what do you call it? Sort of like decoration, but at the same time it's usable. You know, just like I'm using my Bromac right now. You can't see the Bromac, but I use the Bromac every day. The Bromac is a HP computer built into an iMac, an old iMac from, this one's actually 2000 or 2001. And I took all the guts out and built an HP computer inside of it. And I used a Dell monitor, a flat screen Dell monitor. You can look back at my previous videos and you'll see that. And this was a project that didn't take me very long to make. Probably built it in like one day. But it was just like really easy to make, and I just like to do that stuff. So same thing with the Radio Shack computer. We're going to take it. It's like more like a keyboard panel. I posted some pictures earlier. If you guys want to donate, help me out on that. I really would appreciate it. But we're going to take that keyboard system and we're going to put a computer in there, and then we'll be able to use it to connect to a monitor. I'll probably use an old iMac. I'm thinking about an old iMac because they're all silver. It's got the silver bezel, and we probably use an old iMac or a monitor, an Apple monitor. I think it'd be cool. So it's going to be the Radio Shack computer, the Apple monitor, which is kind of square. I got a couple over here in the corner actually, and we're going to make it work. Or I may just use a a lot of different ways I'm thinking about it. I might just take the keyboard portion out and replace it with a wireless keyboard, which I do have a little wireless iMac keyboard, if it fits in there, because it's all silver. That's the cool thing about it. And it says Radio Shack, and we put it right in front of an iMac, an old silver iMac, not the white colored ones, which I actually have a couple of those. I got the G4, the G3. No, I think they started G4. The white ones were G4, and then the silver ones were like I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. So that's one of my projects, and I get a lot of enjoyment when I build these projects. So please, don't hate, don't wait, donate. It's $ Tony Mcdew. $ Tony Mcdew. So we can get this project completed. I'll try to complete it this week. Actually, I want to get it this week. So that'll be the next project. It's the Radio Shack TRS 80, and I have a whole package. So I got a Radio Shack mixer, audio mixer. So we're going to take the audio mixer. We're going to put it right next to that, and then I got a Radio Shack. I got a Radio Shack cassette deck, one of those little portable like Walkman cassette decks. We'll probably put that next to it, and we'll just do a whole Radio Shack theme, and we'll show you how we'll bring back Radio Shack. Yeah, we'll say happy birthday to Radio Shack. That'll be another flashback. So help me complete this project. That's all I'm asking. Once again, I don't make a lot of money. People think I make a lot of money. No, I don't make a lot of money. I work for my dad, IHSS, in home care. My dad's up right now. He's in the prayer room. We call it the prayer room. This is his prayer room. He gets up. He's in the prayer room praying right now. And, I go in there and I pray too. But I pray everywhere. I pray here. I'm in the living room right now. I go in my car and pray. I go outside. I pray. And I think that's what we need to focus on. That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Because like I said, Holy Spirit has been pushing me to make this video. It wasn't just all about Flashback Friday. Flashback Friday is just something that I like and I enjoy. and I have a lot of different flashback days when I flashback and look at historical technology and whatever. But the Holy Spirit is telling me to tell you guys to get right with the Lord. Get right with the Lord. You don't have much time. You do not have much time. I just found out this morning. I've been posting some news stories. It was a 25-year-old NFL draft. He was just hoping to be drafted or whatever for an NFL guy. 25 years old, just passed away. I don't know exactly when, the time, and all that kind of stuff, but you guys check it out. I forgot the guy's name. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. But I just, sad. 25 years old, and that just, when I hear about stuff like that, it just makes me reflect back to my nephew. I remember when he was 25. I stayed with my nephew for a little while, back and forth, when I was in Vegas. I was homeless. I didn't really have anywhere to go. I was taking care of my nephew, my other nephew, and he was 25 at the time. I remember that. That was like 4 years ago. Time has went by. Time has flashed by. So now he must be 29. Wow. So yeah, this guy's name, NFL draft, hopeful draft. 2024, dead at 25. What's his name here? His name was A.J. Simon. Okay, A.J. Simon died at 25 years old a couple days ago, and they don't know how he died, how he passed away. They don't know how he passed away. So things like that, I see every morning. There was a gas station robbery yesterday in Stockton. Guy was in his 50s, got shot and killed. He was the gas station attendant, the employee that worked there. They robbed him and killed him in Stockton yesterday. So life is being snapped away from us just like that. A couple weeks ago, you guys know about the tragic thing in Vegas where they just had some type of mediation, and I think the father-in-law shot and killed two people, a husband and wife or whatever, in the law office. I can go on and on and on. That's why I post the stories. I don't have time to tell you about all the different stories, but sometimes it seeps into your spirit and you be like, man, you get down, you get depressed. There was a guy the other day who put antifreeze in his baby's baby bottle milk. Instead of baby bottle milk, he put antifreeze in to kill his baby, his own baby, because he didn't want to pay child support. So what kind of world are we really living in? What kind of world are we really living in? And that's why I was telling you the Holy Spirit, and this has been on me to let you guys know, get right with the Lord, because it doesn't matter about what you have, where you've been, what you're trying to do. The prosperity messages of most of the preachers out there. I'm not a preacher. Maybe I am a little bit in a sense. I plant seed and help people out, but I don't consider myself a preacher. But the preachers are misleading a lot of people, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna point fingers at all the different ones and try to expose them and all that kind of stuff. There's too many people out there doing all that. But the preachers are misleading people. Prosperity message about being blessed and blessed and blessed and blessed, and everybody want to get blessed here and blessed here and blessed there. Get right with the Lord. The Lord is going to bless you, okay? The Lord is going to bless you not the way you think. It's not always about a financial gain. It's not always going to be a lot of money and things like that. I used to think that too back in the day. I was into the prosperity teachings and things like that. I came from Calvary Christian Center, Pastor Cadeau in Sacramento, out here in Sacramento, still here, still doing prosperity preaching, I'm sure. A lot of the pastors are, the Creflo Dollar, all these preachers I used to be around because I was part of the ministry of, what do you call it, AV ministry, video ministry. So I seen all of this right in front of me. Jesse Duplantis, all these mugs. I can't think of their names, right? All the names right now, but all the major influencers, that's all they are. They're just motivational speakers. A lot of them are motivational speakers to motivate you so that you give. and you'll receive, right, a harvest, 100-fold, whatever. Get right with the Lord. They're not telling you about heaven and hell. They're not telling you about getting your life right. They're telling you about getting your life right. They throw that in there as part of their presentations. Okay, it's a presentation. Just like if you work for an organization, it could be Amway. Remember back in the day, Amway, ACN. What was the one we was in? It was in ACN. I was in ACN back in the day. I remember that. And you paid so much money to get in. I was like $500 to get into that at the time. I was like, wow. If I know what I know now, oh. But back then, I was like, oh, you can start your own business, and you have your own business, and they promote the way you got your own business. You think you got your own business, and I never received any blessings back from that business. I never received any residuals. Maybe I didn't take it serious enough. I don't know, but it just didn't seem right. And you're trying to sign other people up and bring people to your houses and stuff like that. And people are gravitating and getting into the business based on what you have. You know, you might have a nice house or a nice car, and they go, oh, you got all this from the business? Like, I used to question them. I used to question people and say, did you get all this from the business? And they go, well, no, we just started. I'd be like, yeah, right. Same thing with this cameras and stuff. When I show you these cameras and stuff, did you get all this from? Where did you get all this stuff? You know, working here and there. You know, a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, $10, $20, $30, whatever. You know, I buy my stuff, but I don't go and buy it full price. And I'm telling you guys that I don't go and buy stuff full price like I used to. I don't look at the newest, latest, greatest mirrorless cameras that are out there right now, and the new cinema cameras. And I look at them. Don't get me wrong. I look at them. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's nice. But I'm not interested in them because I know it's not necessary to have. You don't need to be you don't need to go out and buy a $5,000 camera to do YouTube videos like what I'm doing right now. Thank you. You can do a YouTube. Am I still recording? Okay. I just lost camera one. That's why it's good to have backup. It came back on. It blinked. I don't know why. That was weird. But anyway, you don't have to have a $10,000 camera, a $5,000 camera, a $2,000 camera, a $1,000 camera to make a YouTube videos. You don't even have to have an iPhone 15. I don't have an iPhone 15. Okay. I used to make a lot of videos on my LG phone. I had an LG phone that's sitting around here. I'll still do it if I have to. It's not about the quality of the video. Sometimes it's the content about what you're talking about. And what I'm talking about right now is more important than any type of camera that's out there, any automobile, any electric car, any cyber truck, any of that stuff. Get right with the Lord. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I keep it real. I wake up 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm praying before I go to bed. I'm putting everything in His hand. Yes, there's a lot of things I like to have. Don't get me wrong, but it's not necessary. And I know that I probably won't never get some of those things that I would like to have. But it doesn't matter. But if I die today, where would I go? Where would my spirit go? Well, we're spirit beings. And if we're spirit beings, where are we going to go once we get out of here? That's the big picture for me. So, with all that said and done, I just wanted to say, hey, you guys, thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for Flashback Friday. Once again, today is we're going to be playing this video over and over. I'm going to be posting it because sometimes people don't get to see it on that particular day. You might say this is an old video. So what? It's about content. I post a lot of videos of other people talking about similar thoughts that I may have had, that I have about getting right with the Lord. I think there was a YouTuber out there, I forgot his name. He was a big YouTuber, and he used to do pranks and stuff, and he went to hell. Supposedly he had a heart attack and went to hell, and he kind of talked about, you know, getting right with the Lord, and I kind of I agree with what he's saying. He's young though. He's a young guy. You know, he's about 20, 27 now probably. And the thing about it is, you know, we're not always right. We don't always have the right answers to life. I don't have all the right answers. I'm still searching and learning. Okay, even though I'm an OG, and I may look very wise and knowledgeable, and I am very knowledgeable and very wise about a lot of things, but some things I'm not. Some things I don't know about. So I'm still learning. And the Lord tells you to come to Him as a child. Come to Him as a kid, as a baby. Don't think you know it all, because once you get to the point where you think you know it all, you don't. You're gonna find out you're gonna be wrong. So right now, like I said, the Holy Spirit told me, hey, put it out there. I don't go through a whole lot of scriptures and things like that, 'cause like I said, I'm still learning. I need to get into my word more. I need to read more. I do a lot of more praying than anything, and I'm gonna start doing that, and that's it. It says, you're supposed to seek the Lord. A lot of people don't seek the Lord. They may pray and they may ask for something, but they don't really seek the Lord. They don't really look and do research. Like I do research on cameras and stuff. I need to do more of that with the Lord. You want to know more about Him. You want to know more about what He wants, His commandments and things like that. We don't do that. We just kind of like, we pray. I want this. I want a new house. I want a new car. And that's that. And it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to pray to be more, wiser. You want to be wiser. You want to have, not prosperity. You pray for the Holy Spirit to guide you. You're supposed to be praying for things like that. Most people, I believe that. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's about prosperity. I don't think it's about all the big blessings. Everybody's talking about all the big blessings and stuff, and no. This world's coming to an end. I believe it. I've already got some information about that, and all I can tell you right now, this world's coming to an end, and it's not going to be about the cameras. It's going to be not about Flashback Friday. None of this stuff is going to matter. When it comes to an end, when your life ends, it's not going to be good. And if you're not right with the Lord, it's not going to be good. So I don't want to see anybody go through hell. I don't want to see anybody perish and not know something. And then you get to the other end and you go, oh, I didn't know. Oh, hell was real. Oh, I didn't know. And you burning it all up, or you being tortured. No. I don't want nobody really going through that, but people are going to be going through that. A lot of people are going to be really tortured. A lot of people that are prosperous. A lot of people that have money right now. A lot of people that have a lot of things, and they don't really have the Lord. They think they have the Lord, but they don't have the Lord. There's going to be a lot of people going to hell. So my message is, you don't want to go to hell. You do not want to go to hell. Please get right with the Lord and trust in the Lord. Okay? So thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, Flashback Friday. We're going to sign off. I love you guys out there. Peace and love. And once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate. Like I said, we need your help. A lot of bills that I have to pay. Don't know how I'm going to pay my bills a lot of times, but once again, I do trust in the Lord, and I trust in you guys, because the Lord also works through you guys. So, if you feel it in your heart and you want to donate, and you say, hey, I want to donate Tony this amount of money for food or for housing or for whatever, that's fine. I know that the Lord put it on your heart to do that. So thank you guys for supporting, once again, HPTV, World Broadcast News, Bro Life, Bro Projects. Thank you. I love you guys out there. Peace and love. And once again, don't hate, don't wait, don't procrastinate, donate. $, Tony Mcdew. And we out.